Hiya, and welcome back to After Class, the game that teaches us that we're all just thirsty for Lars. We all are. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Okay, why did I suddenly forget how to breathe? No, shit, wrong one. This one. Which one? I know, right? Also, hiya. Very excited for Big Kitty Route. Very excited. We all love Lars. To be fair, anyone would react the same way about it. He was moving rather suspiciously. Of course it piqued your curiosity. He was unaware of your presence when you approached him slowly. Weren't cats known for their fast reflexes, advanced sense of hearing and all? Maybe he was distracted? That could be one of the possible reasons. And funnily, instead of calling him, you touched his back. He hissed in response as he turned around, fur all standing on end throughout his whole body, ready to pounce on you. Whoa, relax, it's just me, Walter. You let out a yelp before his paws hit you. He finally realized that it was you who touched him from behind. Why did you do that? You'd have been hurt if I didn't react to your voice faster. Sorry. Please don't do that again. Okay, I won't. Holy crap, I thought I was going to die. What are you doing here? I was on my way to the campus and I saw you here. Thought I'd greet you on, or something like that. He shook his head as he leaned against the wall. And I almost greeted you with a few claws on the face. I learned it the hard way. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. It's alright. I was just thinking about something is all. Really? It looked like you were sneaking around to me. He scratched his ears and looked hesitant to say anything. Did I hit a sore spot? I probably should say something before he gets angry. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen then. Thanks, kid. It all started with that smile. That fucking smile. He gave you a pat on the head, and for some reason, a sense of validation hit you. That alone was enough for you to forget the fact that some paw was about to mess your face up earlier. Weren't you heading to school? Yeah, I was, but it's still early though. So I thought I'd come here and say hi when I saw you. It didn't go well though. He gave you another pat on the head. You didn't have to do that. Well, to be fair, this was the fastest way to get to camp. This is the fastest way to get to the campus, so... That line was... It can be used for both routes. You tried your best to hide your excitement from the head pat, and it worked. Lars didn't seem to notice your tail wagging slowly. Okay. His patting became a little bit too much, in a good way. To make matters worse, or better rather, he started ruffling your hair. Once he put his hand away, you were relieved and sat at the same time because it was starting to feel good. I should come up with something to talk about. Hiya. Just the right time. We almost got murdered. Oh, thanks for keeping my pendant yesterday. Don't mention it. Still, how can I repay you? Stop making it a big deal or I'll be mad. You certainly don't want to see me mad. He clenched his fist in front of you and it made a cracking sound. You'd seen him mad once, literally a moment ago, and that was more than enough. Okay then. I'm just kidding. Okay. With his nearly unchanged expression, you couldn't really tell whether he was kidding or not. He did sound like he was joking around, but still. How are you today? I'm good. How about you? Decent. So this is where you live? Yeah, I suppose. I'll be here for a short while at least. Better not ask why he said I suppose. Not to mention that the place looks a bit run down. Yeah, that's great. I know where to find you now, at least. I wish I had a better place to sleep, though. What do you mean? Oh, no. Nothing. Okay. Which one? Ah! 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 At least we can try to help him. I know! But do we want to drop the subject or pry into it? One. Yeah. It's just... fuck. Hey, are you new to this town? No, not really. I moved here several years ago. Why do you ask? Nothing. Just wondering is all. I live several blocks away from here. It's not that far. No wonder you don't take the bus. Yeah, this place is really nice. It's a lot quieter than where I used to live. This place can be quiet and boring at times, yeah. How's it like back there? Stressful. I insisted to move out because I wanted, I don't know, a change, I guess. I felt so controlled at home. My parents kept track of everything I did. They wanted me to tell them where I went to, controlled my diet, something like that. Now I'm rambling, sorry. It's okay. And fair enough. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you look like the clumsy type. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Hey, that's not entirely true. It is entirely true. Sure it is. Anyway, yeah, that's good. Sometimes a change is what you need. It took me a lot of effort to persuade them. But I can feel this will be worth it. I have all the freedom I want. Yeah. Nothing beats the feeling of being free. Yeah, I can totally agree with that. You and I both. I should leave for school now. I'll see you later, Lars. Oh, sure. Hey, meet me here after school. Why? Just come. I have something to tell you. Eh? Okay. See you later. Oh no. You finally reached the campus and you stood next to the gate because you weren't sure what to do. Maybe I should hang out around here after a bit. On second thought, you changed your mind. It was getting crowded anyway. Oh no. Or not. As you walked past the door, you saw Mr. Parker sitting in his chair, checking some kind of documents scattered across his desk. He smiled as soon as he noticed you, so you smiled back. It was kind of saying hello, but with a smile instead. Hey, Walter. Glad to see you're here on time. Aw, come on, Mr. Parker. It didn't count as late if I went in before you. Clever. But the fact that I knew you were late, I could just write in your attendance book. He laughed so hard to the point it almost felt like a roar. It had everyone startled. And they stopped doing whatever they were doing to see what happened. Mr. Parker's face was getting red as he realized it. Sorry about that, class. Mr. Graham was telling a really funny joke. Isn't that true, Walter? He gently stepped on your shoes, possibly telling you to play along. You nodded. It seemed like everyone bought it. Or they just didn't care. Everything was back to normal. At least for now. Jeez, Mr. Parker, that wasn't funny. Don't mind me. And don't worry, I won't do that. It was just a joke. Whew, okay. Well, how are you? I'm doing good. How about you, Mr. Parker? It's not bad. Could have been great if I was in bed right now. Ugh, I can totally understand that. Ah, Walter, class is starting soon. Please go to your seat. Okay, Mr. Parker. You had enough time to sit down, get your textbook and notes out, as well as browsing a few pages on the internet before Mr. Parker started the lecture. Today's subject was about prose, and heck, it was boring. You almost fell asleep. Regardless of how great looking your professor was, you could stare at him all day, but not while listening to this lecture. As you fidgeted around out of boredom, you noticed that Mark wasn't here. Huh, that's weird. Where is he? You leaned on your seat and asked the student behind you. Hey, Avi, isn't it? Do you have any idea where Mark is? I don't know. I haven't seen him today. Huh, okay then. Thanks. No problem. Since there was nothing to do, he listened to the lecture. That's it for today. Don't forget to read page 17 about prose types. We'll have a quiz next week, so be prepared. Class dismissed. You managed to stay awake the whole session. With how boring the class was, that was an achievement. Man, the lecture really dragged on. I think I should go outside and get some fresh air. Lars told me to meet him after school, but I'm kinda hungry. Honestly, same. I also don't know what prose is. Like, let's Google that real quick. What is prose? Okay, prose, noun. Written or spoken language in its ordinary form, without metrical structure. Another term for sequence. Verb, talk tediously. Compose in or convert into prose. Okay, what is prose poetry? Because that's what we're going over. We are at the same level as Walter. We are... Prose poetry is poetry written in prose form instead of verse form, while preserving poetic qualities such as heightened imagery, parataxis, and emotional effects. Okay, what is an example? The translation is by Lewis Simpson. You have to be always drunk. That's all there is to it. It's the only way. So that's it's just like a regular passage, but like poem. It's like a poem, but regular. I still have no clue what the fuck it is. Maybe I should stop by the cafeteria before I go there. I need to tell Lars first. Don't want him thinking that I stood him up. You had your phone in your hand, but you didn't know who to contact. Well, you did know, but you didn't have his number or whatever that you could use to contact him. Right. I never asked for his number. I have to ask him later. You put your phone back. Well, to the cafeteria I go. Hiya. Just like yesterday, the cafeteria was crowded and smelled really nice. Although there was something different, if your nose wasn't lying to you, that is. That smells like cheesecake. You walked closer to the counter. There was a really big cheesecake on display. You quickly stood in line to wait for your turn. Bro, I also fucking love cheesecake. I will take the entire cheesecake. If you will let me, I will take the entire fucking cake from you. And down it all right here, right now. You quickly stood in line to wait for your turn. After it was your turn to grab food, you asked for several slices of cheesecake. Honestly, you weren't really a big fan of cakes, but cheesecake was an exception. Plus, you were craving something sweet, so why not? I shouldn't eat too many desserts, but it's fine once in a while. Several minutes later, you managed to get a seat. As you sat down, you saw Mr. Parker walk towards you with several slices of cakes, puddings, and more. Right. I was serious, so I will take that entire cheesecake and down it all right here, right now, if you will let me, and even if you will not let me. That must be packed with calories. And sugar. Hey, Walter, do you mind if I sit here? Not at all. Thank you. Once he sat down, he started eating his food. There was something enthralling about the way he ate his food. Did you just gulp everything down? No, he didn't. He was just eating very fast, but it did look like he gulped down everything without chewing it first. You watched him eating his food to the point you forgot to eat yours. Why aren't you eating? Sorry. I'm going to eat it. I'm just amazed with how fast you eat. Oh, I don't usually eat this fast. I'm just starving. You also eat a lot, I noticed. Well, I usually eat more than this. Whoa, for real? No wonder you're so big. Context. Just use your common sense, Walter, please. Do I really look that big? Yeah, you're really big. Aw, dang it. More reason to lose weight, I guess. Wait, did I say the wrong thing? Yes. I've been trying to lose weight, but for some reason I'm not losing any. Well, I don't think I need to tell him why. I need to get rid of this belly fat sooner, I'll be less popular. It doesn't help that bears are naturally big. Blah. Once he was done complaining, he ate his food again. Which one? Yes. Huh? I think you look good. Really? Yeah. I was joking about the whole thing, kinda, but thanks, Walter. Anyway, how's school going? I'm not going to tell him that I almost fell asleep in his class. It's going good. I'm getting familiar with this place. Yeah, that's good then. Yeah, how about you, Mr. Parker? I'm, well? I'm not really getting used to this place. It's nothing important, though. Huh? Really? Why is that? Both of you talked about school while eating lunch. full. Oh, you're done eating? You never noticed that he'd finished his lunch before you. At least not until you looked at him sitting contently, waiting for you to finish. Yeah. You need to eat more, though. You're still growing. I can't eat as much as you. That's fair. Then eat more often. I'll think about it. Do you have any plans after this? Oh! What is it? I forgot that I'm supposed to meet someone after school. Well, what are you waiting for? Sorry, Mr. Parker. I gotta go now, okay? See you tomorrow. You rushed to the exit without waiting for his reply, and suddenly Mark opened the door. Oh. Hey, Mark. You're leaving already? I just got here. I don't have time, Mark. See ya! By the time you got out, the sky was already getting dark. You felt a drop of water land on your snout. Okay, I have to hurry before it starts pouring. You walked past some students, and they were eating bread for lunch. It reminded you of your breakfast this morning. I guess getting groceries will have to wait. No! It started pouring once you reached the grocery. You had no choice but to stop by because you didn't want to catch a cold. Good thing you got here fast, because not too long after, everyone started running to the store to take shelter. Of course the rain would start pouring before I reach here. If only I didn't take so long to eat that lunch. I'm not even that far from school. Oh well, complaining will do no good. I think I should get groceries while I'm here. When you entered the grocery, the first thing that came to your mind was its size. Sure didn't look as big from the outside, but it's a different story when you got inside. This place is bigger than I thought. And it's cold too. I'm glad I didn't get that wet or else it would be freezing here. Since you didn't plan to get anything other than bread, you looked for the bread aisle. Whoa, they have so many different types. They really had a lot of unusual looking bread, but you didn't want to take the chances for now. You grabbed the one you usually got back home, and with that, you walked around before you decided to pay at the counter. Now I'm glad that I had lunch, or I'd have been buying all of this delicious looking food. Or should I? I'm not sure if buying just bread is a good idea. You debated with yourself whether to get more food or not. Maybe I'll come back later? It's still raining and I don't want to be stuck here carrying a lot of things. I'll just get something that's not too space-consuming. Your eyes were fixated on something as you reached the dairy aisle. Is that the bottled milk I used to drink back home? You rushed to see if it was really the bottled milk you used to drink back home. It is! I'm totally getting this. You stuffed your groceries into your backpack once you paid for them. They didn't really fit inside, but you forced them in. For some reason, you could see that your backpack was pushed to its limits. If it could scream, it would. Let's head out now. I'm pretty sure I'd spent a lot of time looking at stuff in there, but the rain hasn't let up yet. Bread exists. Praise be the bread. I knew it was going to rain, but I didn't bring an umbrella. That was entirely my fault. Seemed like this place was getting more crowded. Fair, because the rain was getting stronger. And it's not only me who didn't bring an umbrella. You had to step back in order to stay dry, but people were pushing their way into the grocery. People kept bumping into you, and you almost lost your footing. And then someone grabbed your backpack from behind. Who'd be pulling you from behind? Could it be a pickpocket? You swung your hand around, hoping that they would stop pulling you. You kept struggling until you heard a familiar voice. Whoa there, easy. Right? Like, bread is just amazing. Mark? That's my name. What are you doing here? Really? No, I'm sorry I almost hit you with my hands, or thank you for helping me, Mark. Sorry. I'm joking, but apology accepted. So what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm doing the same thing as you, Walter, trying not to get myself wet. I feel dumb for asking that. At least you realized it was a dumb question. What? No. Your face said it all. There's no need to lie. But in all seriousness, it wasn't a dumb question. Maybe I'm going shopping. Maybe I just happen to be here. You don't know. Ugh. You're making this hard for me. Anyway, where were you earlier? I didn't see you anywhere until now. But you saw me in the cafeteria. Before the cafeteria. I had some business to take care of, so I skipped Mr. Stone's class. What kind of business? Secret. Bleh. He put his arm on your shoulder and said something. I can't believe you bailed on me earlier. You should have stayed longer. Huh? Why? Mr. Stone literally interrogated me. Oh? What did he ask you? It was a conversation between two adults. Huh? But I'm an adult too. Shh. Shh. You're not adult enough to understand that conversation. Honestly, I feel that way. Whatever. What did you tell him then? I told him that I was sleeping outside. I lied, of course. And you weren't there to help me. I'm not sorry. Maybe you deserve the same treatment as what I received from Mr. Stone. That doesn't sound fun. Well, it wasn't important. So, you were acting like you were in a hurry, but you ended up going here. Well, I was in a hurry, but it poured before I got there, so I'm stuck right here now. Ugh, I hope Lars isn't waiting for me. If only I didn't get too distracted. Interesting. Tell me more. I went to grab some lunch before I headed out. Then Mr. Stone came. I ate with him, and I forgot that I already made plans with someone else. I like where this is going. It was nothing but just us eating, Mark. I was supposed to be meeting someone right now, but ugh. Again, the rain stopped me. I see. It doesn't look like it will stop anytime soon, though. Yeah. Well, I'm going inside to get something. Want to go with me? I'm good, thanks. You sure? Yeah, I was inside not too long ago anyway. You swayed slightly at him so he'd notice your swelling backpack. See? Okay then, I'll get going. Sure. He patted your back before heading inside. Dang it, I should have joined him. It's so boring here. Someone touched you on the shoulder. Again? That bored? Yeah. You really like to give someone a panic attack, you know. Sorry about that. You done with shopping? I wasn't shopping. I was just talking to a friend who works here. But he wasn't here. Oh well. I see. Whatever. Here. You'd been wondering about the cup he was holding, but now you got the answer. It was a hot cup of tea. I figured you'd be cold, so I brought you this. Warm up. Oh, thank you, Mark. I really needed that. The rain still doesn't look to be stopping anytime soon, huh? Yeah, it's getting colder here, too. I guess he's nicer than I thought. You took a sip of the tea carefully, but it still felt slightly uncomfortably hot to you. Hot. It's called a cup of hot tea for that reason. But why tea? Usually people drink warm chocolate or coffee instead. I'm sure you can't digest coffee or chocolate that well. Don't want you to have an upset stomach while standing here. True. He's also more considerate than I thought. Huh. I should go home now, actually. But it's still raining. It's a bit late and I don't want my parents to go looking for me. And not too long ago you said that you were an adult. Details. But yeah, I'm leaving. Want to play in the rain with me? No thanks, I'm trying my best to not to get wet. Not the opposite. Plus I don't want to catch a cold or something. Weak. Then I'm going now. He put his face close to yours and a smirk could be seen on his face. Trying to hit anyone with that hand of yours when I'm not here. You pushed him away with your hand. Can it, Mark? See ya. Nice seeing you here. It would kill Walter. Like, he would be like be his dumb self, and then eat or drink chocolate and just fall over dead, and people would be like, he's fine. That's just Walter doing Walter things. And then there was, oh wait, no, dropping dead isn't a Walter thing. He squeezed his way out of the crowd and went off to the road in the rain. Well, there he goes. With nobody to talk to, you stood there looking at the rain while sipping the tea. You'd stood there for more than an hour, and the rain still didn't show any sign of stopping. Mark was right. The rain isn't stopping anytime soon. Which one? He just poisoned himself. The Walter. It's just Walter doing Walter things. And nobody pays him any mind. I feel bad for not showing up after he told me to meet him there. Yeah, I'm gonna go see him right now. Once you covered your backpack with the waterproof plastic that came with it, you ran off toward where Lars asked you to meet him. Despite your effort to avoid getting wet, it was for nothing. You arrived to your destination while all of your body got drenched in rain. The air was really cold and you had nothing to dry yourself off with. You folded your hands trying to get warm. It's freezing. You looked around, but Lars wasn't there. Did I get stood up by him? No, that's not it. Maybe he waited too long and decided to go back. I'll wait longer, and if he doesn't show up by then, I'll go home. You shook your head to get the water off your fur. I don't like doing that, but it'll do for now. I wish Mark was here bringing me a cup of hot tea right now. About 10 minutes passed and Lars wasn't showing up. The rain wasn't stopping either. Then, a thought crossed your mind. What if he was inside this building the whole time? Maybe I should try shouting, see if he's inside. This building looks empty. Oh, whatever, I'll just do it. Lars, are you there? No answer. You tried shouting again. Still silence. You realize that you were wasting your time. I think I caught a cold. I should just go home now. You decided to go home. Gah, so cold. Your hands were shaking when you unlocked the gate door and the front door. Once you were inside, you ran toward the bedroom as fast as you could. Wait, was it bedroom or bathroom? It was bathroom. You put your bag on the floor and proceeded to take off your clothes, but it wasn't as easy as usual because they were sort of sticking to your body. Several moments of struggling later, you managed to take them off. I did catch a cold. Warm shower it is. I don't want to make it worse. Much better. Time to get dressed. You grabbed a towel from the towel rack and wiped your body dry. When you were done drying yourself, you put it back and headed to your room to get dressed. Okay, I need to get some dry clothes in the closet. You walked toward the closet slowly, trying not to trip on something. You opened it, but you didn't have any idea what you were touching. I can barely see anything. It's best to turn on the light switch before getting your clothes. Let's see. Here it is. Let there be light. You pressed the switch to turn on the lights. As you pressed the switch, it made a satisfying click. The once dark bedroom was no longer dark. It took a moment for your eyes to adjust to the light, but you got there eventually. Time to get dressed. Time to get new dry clothes. You rummaged through the closet and found a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. You sneezed once you had your clothes in your hand. And you wasted no time to get dressed. Finally, I missed having dry clothes, and I have to take some meds for the cold, it seems like. Since the room was bright, you could see what kind of books you had in the bookcase. I think I've read everything I put in there. You grabbed one of the books and noticed that they were collecting dust, even though you had just put them there a few days ago. I should clean my room sometime later. Fully dressed, there's no need to wear extra layers of clothing. It's not that cold anyway. It's always nice to lay in bed when it's raining. I could fall asleep at any time. You closed your eyes and relaxed your body. You felt like your body sank into the mattress as it was really soft. You got up quickly because you were sure that if you stayed there any longer, you'd fall asleep. I shouldn't though. It's still too early. Yo. I'm all dressed up. Let's get out of this room. Before leaving, headed toward the light switch and turned it off. I said to the living room. I don't like that. You sat on the couch, getting relaxed and comfortable. Hello, lonely looking unpacked boxes. It's just you and me tonight again. I'm bored. Where's my phone? You looked around, but you couldn't find it. You started to panic, but you remembered you put it inside your backpack. Right. Silly me. Yeah, I need to take some meds too. Hopefully I'll get better by tomorrow. You opened the medicine cabinet. There were several medicines in it. You grabbed the one that said, for cold symptoms. I might get drowsy after taking this, so I can't do anything that requires my full attention. Wasting no time, you took the medicine as instructed, and when you were done, you put it back in the cabinet. As soon as you turned your body around, you noticed that your clothes were still sitting on the floor. That won't do. I should put them into the washing machine and have it do its job. Once you finished setting the machine to automatic cleaning, you went back to the living room with your backpack. Upon grabbing your phone, you noticed that the phone indicator was flashing green. Did someone call me while I left my phone in there? Apparently, you had some missed calls from your mom. You wondered if you should call her back or not. It's probably nothing important. I'll just text her that I'm doing alright. Hey Mom, I'm doing alright. Love you. That should do it. Once the message was sent, you put the phone on the table and turned the TV on. There was nothing interesting showing at the moment. But you didn't bother to turn it off. It was nice to have some background noises, especially when it was raining. It sounded almost euphoric. Maybe it was the effect of the meds, or maybe you were tired, but that didn't matter, as your eyelids were getting heavier with each passing second. Did I fall asleep? It didn't feel like it, but you'd been sleeping for 2 hours on the couch. When you looked at the window, the rain had stopped pouring. You yawned as you rubbed your eyes. Ugh, I'm still sleepy. I should just go back to sleep. Before you headed back to your room, you turned the TV off and made sure you locked the doors and such. I'm thinking to brush my teeth first. You stumbled a little as you walked lazily to the bathroom. With a lot of effort, you finally reached the bathroom. Ugh, I'm really sleepy. Even as your body resisted moving that much, you managed to clean your teeth, although it wasn't an easy feat. Hey, yo. Is it, still on the right device? Yeah, it is. Once you were finished, you left the bathroom. Finally. Feeling lazier, you literally plopped down into the bed. You wrapped yourself with a blanket and got comfortable. It didn't take long for you to go back to sleep. Some moments ago, you walked through the alley, drenched in rain. Thought I heard him calling out for me. Oh no! My heart! I think I missed him. I have to apologize to him tomorrow. He was about to head back when he noticed something on the ground. What is this? Is this... Did he drop it again? That kid, I swear. That's really him, and he hasn't changed that much, huh? My heart. It hurts. Day 3, after class. We stood up Lars. It's morning already? You opened your eyes slowly. Half awake, you grabbed your phone and checked for the time. It's 7 already? I don't think I have much time, but I'm sure that won't be late if I just have a shower and have a quick breakfast. None of us will. We will never forgive Walter for this. And my cold is gone before it got worse. And that's a good thing. You got out of your bed lazily and headed to the bathroom. You put your clothes aside and took a warm shower. For some reason, you were really tired even though you went to sleep early yesterday. I wonder where he was yesterday. He told me to meet up with him, but he wasn't there. The shower went quickly. You got out of the shower and went back to your room. You grabbed your clothes inside the dresser and got dressed. After you were done, you looked at your reflection in the mirror. I'm looking good today. Getting hungry, you headed to the kitchen to get some breakfast. You entered the kitchen and you noticed the dishes haven't been cleaned at all. Oh, I forgot to do the dishes yesterday. I'll do it later after school. Probably. You opened the fridge and there was nothing but the peanut butter. What? I'm pretty sure I bought a lot of stuff yesterday. Oh, damn, I forgot to put them to the fridge. You closed the fridge and headed to the living room to get your bag. You opened your bag as soon as you got your hands on it. There were a pack of bread, a bottled milk, and cheese. You brought the items with you to the kitchen. Okay, let's hope it's still good. Which one should we check? Lars, please come save us. Please come save us. Lars, please. I'm going to cry if this milk is spoiled. It says keep refrigerated. Well, fingers crossed. You open the screw cap slowly. As soon as you heard a satisfying click from the screw cap, you put the bottle near your nose. Oh, it's not spoiled yet. Looks like I'll have milk to drink for breakfast. You grab the cap and close the bottle once again by spinning it slowly. Which one should I check? I think we have to check all of them. Let's check the bread. Let's check the cheese next. I can guarantee it's not going to be bad. You opened it and then gave it a sniff. It was still the same cheese. Called it. Bread should be okay. You looked at the bread and grabbed one of them. It didn't look spoiled or anything. You gave it a slight sniff and it didn't smell either. Alright, so bread is good. Let's see. I think that's all I need to worry about. The rest are going to be fine. You put everything to the fridge except these 3 items you examined earlier and started preparing the toast by putting the bread into the toaster. It didn't take too long before you heard a pop from the toaster. Oh, it's done. Hiya! You grabbed the toast from the toaster, put it on the plate, and started smearing peanut butter on it. And don't forget the cheese! I don't know whether to be happy that he has a taste or disappointed. You put the sliced cheddar cheese on top of the toast. Honestly, I'm not a fan of peanut butter, but now I have milk and cheese with me, so it's good. You put the cheese inside the fridge, and then you placed the plate on the table while you're sitting down. The bottled milk, however, was still in your hand. You spun the cap to open it. After it was open, you put the cap aside and started gulping down the milk. Bottled milk is the best. You ate the toast, then you checked your phone and opened the weather forecast. It's not going to rain, it seems. I'll probably check whether Lars is around or not later. And I'm going to ask him about yesterday. You ate the last bite of the toast and then drank the milk right after. You put the plate next to the sink and the empty bottle into the trash can. After you were done, you grabbed your bag and left the house. You locked the door and headed outside and headed outside of the gate. When you walked to the main street, you saw Mr. Parker walking by himself across the street, and you shouted to get his attention. "Mr. Parker!" He didn't hear it, so he shouted again, but to no avail. Instead of shouting again like a fool, you approached him. "Hey, Mr. Parker." "Oh, Walter. I didn't know that you also walked to the school." "Yeah, I do that." What are you doing here, actually?" "I live near here. See that building across the street? That's my house. I just moved in here recently." "Yeah, I see. I didn't know that. You live this close, huh? My place is only several blocks away." "Oh, really? That's good to know. You can visit my place anytime you want, though no visiting at night." "What am I going to do in your place at night?" "Who knows? Maybe you're planning to kill me?" "I'm just kidding. What if I really plan to kill you at night?" You won't do that, right?" You went silent and didn't say anything. "Right?" "I'm just kidding." "Are you really kidding?" "I am." "Whew, okay then. Don't you have class today?" "Right, I'm going to go now. Mr. Parker, nice talking to you today. We're both here, so why don't we just walk together? It's better than walking by yourself, don't you think so?" "Yeah, I agree." "Shall we go then?" "Yeah." He smiled, then he started walking. "I don't mind if he comes to my place at night, though." You stood there thinking to yourself, "I'm going to leave you behind if you don't plan to walk, Walter." "Coming." "Where's Lars?" "It's not that bad. I can get around easily." "I see. I thought it'd be hard to go around without a car." "It was hard at first, but you'll get used to it easily." As both of you reached the alley, you noticed Lars standing next to the building, leaning on the wall. Full of vigor he was not, and tired looking he was. Both of your eyes met, and he looked like he was trying to say something. He hesitated as he noticed Mr. Parker standing next to you. He quickly hid himself into the back of the building. You know him?" "Yeah, I actually do." "Interesting. He didn't look like someone you'd hang out with." "Well, it was dumb. I bumped into him twice, like, literally bumped into him, and I thought he was going to kill me." "Oh, I'm intrigued." "Right? I'll tell you." Not minding Lars for now, you two continued walking to the campus. You turned your head and you saw Lars looking at you curiously. "I guess I'll come here after class. Hopefully he'll still be there by then." You told Mr. Parker about how you met Lars as you two walked next to each other. And here we are. "Huh? That was fast. I didn't realize we're already here." "Time sure flies." "Yeah, it does." "I really enjoyed it, Walter. Thanks for walking with me." "Don't mention it. I enjoyed it too, Mr. Parker." "Right? Well, I have my class and you have yours. I hope we'll meet soon." Yeah, I'm not in the English class today." "Then I'll see you later, hopefully." He patted your shoulder and walked towards the building. "Yeah, that would be great." After he said that, he opened the door, then entered the building, leaving you alone near the entrance. "Well, I should go to my class now." "Your music appreciation class. It should be at the end of this hallway." "Liz! I hope this is not the wrong room." As you entered the classroom, a cheerful petite girl greeted you. "Hi!" "Hello, do I know you?" "No, you didn't, but now you do." "Oh, where are my manners? My name is Liz." "Oh, nice to meet you, Liz. I'm Walter." "Likewise." "I'm going to find a place to sit, so I'm going to excuse myself." "Okay." Walking toward the seats, you noticed Anders was sitting in the same class as you. As expected, nobody sat next to him, so you approached him. "Hey, Anders, would you mind if I sit next to you?" He was absorbed in his book, and he didn't realize you were talking to him. You cleared your throat to get his attention. Oh! He closed his book nervously. "Sorry, I didn't hear you." "What is it?" "It's okay. May I sit here?" "Sure." You put your bag onto the floor while sitting down. "Thanks, Anders." "Don't mention it." You sat there and waited for the class to start. Oh my god. Class started, and Liz suddenly clapped her hands to get the students' attention. "Okay, everyone. Class is starting." You look shocked. Something wrong? "Liz is our teacher?" "Yeah." "I didn't know that. I thought she was a student, just like us." Alright, before we start the lecture, I want everyone to know that music is a comprehensive subject, so attendance and participation are vital to the learning experience, and they are crucial to the development of knowledge throughout the semester. I expect you to be in class on time. I encourage you to ask questions if there's something you don't understand. Any questions? Oh wow, she's like a different person. No? Great. Oh, I almost forgot. If you're late to class, you're considered absent. Everyone remained silent, probably shocked. Don't be so tense. Take it easy. I'm not sure I can take it easy after hearing that. The class started, and you listened to it thoroughly. After class, Liz's teaching method was pretty relaxing, despite her strict rules. Didn't even notice that the class had ended. Alright, class dismissed. Have fun, everyone! You going anywhere after this? Yeah, I'm going to see a friend. I see. How about you? I'm working after this. I see. Where do you work? Publix. I just started yesterday. Ah, the grocery. He nodded. Well, wanna go together then? I'm heading to the, a friend's place, and it's near the grocery. Sure. Great. The classroom was nothing near silent, but this awkward silence between you and Anders was so loud. Not wanting to deal with that, you grabbed your bag and headed to the doorway. At least you planned to until Liz called out to you. Walter! Oh, hi, Miss Liz. Sorry about earlier. I didn't know that you were our professor. Oh, it's okay. I get that a lot, and I'm happy about it. It means I look younger. Ah, I see. Going out with Anders? Yeah. Well, take care, you two. See you guys later. You too, Miss Liz. You exited the classroom and headed to the campus grounds. This friend you're speaking of. Yes? You weren't expecting him to say anything, so you walked through the school entrance unsuspecting. So when he said something, you jumped a little. Hopefully he didn't notice it. If he did, pray that he wouldn't be offended about it. Do I know him? I don't know. What is his name? His name is Lars. Doesn't ring a bell. I guess not. Yeah. And here we are. I'm going in. Alright, see you around, Anders. He smiled and walked to the grocery. Now let's see if Lars is around. Ah! You took a deep breath, inhaling the refreshing air of the spring afternoon. You looked around and Lars wasn't there. I wonder if he's there. You wondered whether to check the back of the building or not. You decided to look around. It was surprisingly spacious behind this building. There were trees and plants. Behind the trees you saw a tent, and a small bonfire sat in front of the tent. There was also a conveniently placed tree stump. What is this place? There's a tent here. You looked around and you found a pair of clothes on the ground. You picked it up. Oh no. Let me just pull up the sensor, because I have a feeling. Picked it up. These are Lars's clothes. What are they doing here? A whiff of musk hit your nostrils as you wondered why the clothes were there in the first place. It wasn't bad. It just smelled like him, if that made any sense. This must be his laundry. Why doesn't he just wash them already? I think there's even a laundromat down the street. You looked around his laundry. It seemed you were touching his underwear. The realization that you were touching his underwear and basically smelling what Lars smelled like without bathing hit you all at once. Curious, you sniffed his underwear from a distance. And you felt your pants were getting tighter. I probably should go to the other side of the building. Maybe he came back. You put them back onto the ground and decided to look around a bit more before going back to where you were earlier. You leaned against the wall and nervously waited for Lars. Did he camp there? I wonder why. And where is he, really? I can't find him anywhere, and I've been waiting for a while. I hope he shows up soon. I want to go home. Hey. As you contemplated and complained, you heard a familiar voice calling out for you. Right? Also, it's Lars! Hi, Lars! We love you, Lars! I'm gonna squish your face, Lars. Oh, hey, Lars. What are you doing here? I was waiting for you. So you said that you wanted to tell me something, right? Ah, right. So, what did you want to tell me? Well, first of all, I'm sorry I didn't show up yesterday. Oh, right. Where were you yesterday? I was taking care of something. What something? It wasn't important. He grabbed something out of his pocket and he handed something to you. Here, you dropped this again. Oh? It was your pendant. The same pendant you dropped 2 days ago. Jeez, I didn't know I dropped it again. Don't be so careless next time. You put the pendant inside your pocket. I'll try not to. So is that why you wanted to talk to me? Yeah. Okay. Thanks for finding my pendant, Lars. It's no problem. Say, how long have you been here? Not too long. I just arrived a while ago. I see. Did you go there? What? To the back of the building. Which one? Oh no. Oh no. On one hand, I don't want to upset him, but on the other hand... I'm sorry. I did. I got a little bit bored, so I checked the building to see if you were there or not. And then I discovered a small path and I saw a tent. I see. It's okay. He patted your head and invited you to go to the back of the building with him. Here we are. You can sit on that rock over there. He sat on the ground in front of the tent. As you sat on the rock, you noticed that he stared at the clothes next to him. He looked nervous and quickly tossed them inside the tent. You were scared that he'd find out about what you did earlier, so you didn't say anything. You can sit here if you want. I don't mind sitting on the ground. Huh? It's okay, I'm good. Okay. I can't offer you something nice, though. Just enjoy what you have right now. Oh, it's cool. So, do you sleep here? Yeah, I do. It seems uncomfortable, though. It is uncomfortable. But it's what I have at the moment, so it's not that bad. I've never slept outdoors before. It's not the best, but being one with nature is great. I bet I love going to the mountains. Mountains, huh? Yes? What about the mountains? Nothing. Just brings back memories. Nothing important, though. If you say so. Well, actually, what do you do other than sleeping here? Not that much. I stay outside most of the time. How about restroom and stuff? I just go to public restrooms. If I really have to go right now, I'll just, do it right there. He points his finger at a secluded area. You can see a small stream behind the bushes. Ah. Okay. What about you? Where do you live? I live near here. You told me that, but where exactly? Yeah, I can just show you if you want to. Sure. Let's go then. It's not that far from here. Huh? Right now? Alright. Both of you left the place and headed to your house. Big kitty, just live with us. Come on, Angel Muffin. Here's where I live. I see. It really is not far from where I stay. I can even see my tent from here. Oh yeah, I didn't notice it. You want to go in? Can I? Yeah, I don't see why not. Alright. You unlocked the gate door and headed in together with Lars. Lars entered the living room, looking nervous and cautious. Pardon the boxes, I just moved in not too long ago. It's fine. Have a seat. Do you want anything to drink? You don't have to. It's fine, just think of it as a thank you from me. Okay. Plain water is fine. Huh? Plain water? Okay. Then I'll be back in a bit. Make yourself at home. He nodded. Wait, what kind of plain water? Warm? Cold? Cold should be fine. He looks so uncomfortable. Alright. Let's see what I have. I can't just give him a glass of water. I think I can make a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm not a good cook, so let's hope I don't burn the kitchen. Let's play safe. I have a guest that came over. I can't afford burning the whole house. Well, I don't want to burn my house either way. You took your phone out of your pocket, opened the browser, insert, and looked for grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, I'm actually going to grab a hoodie real quick. I'm kind of cold right now, so I'm going to grab a hoodie. Oh shit, it's already 10:49. There we go. Okay, I found an easy one. We prepared several slices of bread with butter and some slices of cheddar cheese in between. Alright, it says I need to preheat the skillet over a medium heat. A few minutes had passed and you'd been watching the skillet with your utmost focus to make sure nothing went wrong. And put them on the plate! Done! Whew! I'm glad I didn't burn the kitchen. You put the plate on the table and you open the fridge. Let's see. And Ortega sauce from the grocery store. Let's see. I don't really have anything other than plain water, actually. You grabbed a glass and poured cold water in it. I think that's enough. You headed to the living room with a glass of cold water and grilled cheese sandwich on a tray. Sorry for the wait. Oh. Lars was sleeping on the couch. He looked tired. There were wrinkles under his eyes. His hands were rough. It looked like he just dug something with his fingers. He suddenly snored lightly, making you flinch. Oh, I need to put this on the table. After you finished examining him, you put everything on the table, and the sound woke him up. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. It's okay. I didn't mean to wake you up. I brought some grilled cheese sandwiches and a glass of cold water for you. Thanks, Walter. It's no problem. I hope they taste good, though. I followed the recipe, but I feel like I failed at it. Nothing. Enjoy. If you say so. He grabbed a slice and sniffed it. He looked eager at first, but he hesitated to eat it. Does it smell not good? No, that's not it. He looked at you all over and back to the grilled cheese that was on his hand. You started doubting about whether he lied about it smelling bad or not. You're not eating? Yeah, sure. You grabbed a slice and bit it reluctantly. The taste initially confused your taste buds, not because it was bad, but you weren't expecting it to be perfectly edible. And tasty to boot. If you thought it wouldn't be at least edible, why didn't you taste it beforehand? And why would you serve something inedible for the person you're trying to impress to begin with? Huh? It tastes better than I expected. Aside from you being impressed / confused about your own food, Lars chomped it down in one go, making him choke. Whoa, easy there, Tiger. You'd prefer someone to not die while you're being the host of said person, so he handed him a glass of water and he gulped it down. Ah, that hits the spot. Can I have another? Huh? Oh yeah, help yourself. Eat slower this time, though. Lars's presence. Like, Walter's inability to cook was just Thanos snapped out of existence. Okay. He ate all of the grilled cheese sandwiches somehow. There was this teeny feeling of pride within as you watched him eat. They were great. Thanks, Walter. How hungry were you? Not that much. Is that so? You stared at him. Yes. Okay. What are you going to do after this? I'm going back. Back to camping? I suppose that's a way to call it. Nothing. Right. What? I forgot to ask you for your number. My number? You know, phone number? He looked nervous and started stuttering a little bit. I don't remember my number, and I don't have my phone with me right now. Huh. That's too bad. You can always go there to check whether I'm there or not. I suppose I can do that. Yeah. It's still early. Why don't we chat here for a bit? I need to go home and clean myself, actually. You can take a shower here. Huh? I didn't have anything to dry off with. You can use my toilet. You can use my towel. A new one. I have a spare towel. I can't do that. Yeah, I don't really mind. Let me grab it for you. Stay here, okay? Okay. You went to your room to grab a towel for him. You looked inside the closet to find a new towel for Lars. There it is. Looking at your closet now, you realize that you brought a lot of things with you from home. Honestly, not sure if I'll end up using half of the things here at all. I kind of forced him to shower here, didn't I? Can't help it. He looks so tired and beat up. Is that what camping does to you? Geez, I'm not sure if I want to do outdoor camping after looking at Lars. With fresh towel in hand, you headed back to the living room. Lars was sitting on the couch. Judging from his head movement, you can tell that he was still curious about your house. Remembering what happened yesterday, it's best that you didn't approach him without letting him know of your presence, so he let out a small cough. His ears perked up and he went stiff, now sitting still instead of looking around with his head. Here you go, Lars. It's new, I promise. Thanks, Walter. Don't mention it. He stood up and headed to the hallway. Not long after, he went back to the living room. Where's the bathroom? Oh, it's on the right, first door in the hallway. Okay, thanks. With Lars in the bathroom, he picked up the dishes and headed to the kitchen. Well, it's going to take a while. I have yesterday's dishes left untouched. He put the dishes in the sink and started cleaning them, along with the ones you left sitting yesterday. Done. Let's head back to the living room. I'm pulling up the sensor because I ain't risking jack shit. I ain't risking anything. Head back to the living room. As you walk past the bathroom door, you had a slightly naughty thought. I kind of want to peek inside. Let's not. You kept walking toward the living room. Finished doing the dishes, you sat down on the couch. Whew, I'm tired. You grabbed the TV remote control and turned on the TV. Loud rumblings accompanied by mysterious earthquakes in Harusu Village. Locals call this phenomenon the Giant of Harusu. This once peaceful village is now a hotspot for curious tourists. We'll see if we can get some information from the tourists. The news anchor was walking around the village and he stopped near a fountain. He approached a tourist and started asking questions. Interesting. You decided to watch the news regarding the Giant of Harusu. Sometime later, Lars is taking too long. You raised your voice to make sure Lars heard it. Lars, are you still there? He didn't reply. You waited for a little longer and he still hadn't replied yet. Do we want to check or not? Oh no. This is going to go so wrong in so many ways. I have a feeling. Okay, are we respectfully not or respectfully checking? Okay. I'm kind of worried. Let's see if he's okay. No. You knocked on the door. Hey, Lars, you okay there? Hey! Oh, thank God he's wearing pants. The door opened suddenly. Lars stood in front of you without his shirt. That feels good. Oh. He ran to the bathroom and slammed the door. You decided to go back to the living room. You sat on the couch thinking about Lars's shirtless body. His belly, his chest, his nipples. You could feel your blood rush to your face. That was shocking. In a good way. You shook your head, trying to compose yourself. Okay, calm down, Walter. You took a deep breath, trying to think of something else. And it worked. A few minutes later, Lars came back with his shirt on. He sat down next to you on the couch. I put the towel in the washing machine. Hey, you didn't have to do that. Thanks for letting me shower here. It's a lot better than cleaning myself near the camp. Is that so? Why don't you go home and clean yourself? Well, I don't Wait, what do you mean? You're camping there, aren't you? Why don't you just go home and shower, then go back to the camp? He sighed and ruffled your hair. I'll try to do that. So, you're going back now? I'll stay here for a while if you don't mind. Sure, you can stay here whenever you want. Okay. You looked at him. He looked better than earlier. He looked more energetic. His fur looked pretty nice. He relaxed his body and slumped onto the couch, watching the news about the phenomenon in a certain village. He snorted several times during the news report, possibly showed disapproval. Is that even real? What is? The giant of Harusu? I don't know. It sounds fake to me. Why do you say so? Loud rumblings accompanied by mysterious earthquake. Those loud rumblings are just the sound of the building and its contents moving. Those tourists must have never experienced an earthquake before. Yeah. Well, giant or not, I'm interested. That place honestly looks amazing. I won't argue with that. It does look amazing. You watched the TV with Lars. The sky's gotten dark, so you turned the lights on. Lars was still sitting next to you, completely focused on the show. Feeling somewhat parched, you got up to get some water in the kitchen. Hey Lars, do you want some water? I'm good, thanks. Alright. Oof, it's quite dark. Much better. You grabbed a glass of water and drank it. As you gulped down the water, your stomach growled. That means I have to eat something now. There was nothing filling inside your fridge. You decided to eat out. I would feel guilty if I went by myself. I wonder if Lars wants to tag along. I'm going to ask him. Lars was sitting on the couch, still watching the TV. Hey Lars, I'm going outside to get some food. Do you want to join? My treat. Huh? Eating outside? He stared at the TV for a little while before giving you his response. Sure, if you want me to go with you. Of course! Let's go before it's closed. You grabbed your phone and the keys to your house, as well as turning off the TV. Lars got off the couch and followed you from behind as you unlocked the door. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Lars, my angel muffin. Just live with me. Please. Live with me, Lars. I don't know, but I swear to God, if I cry, I will be so pissed. I'll be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed. So pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed I'm gonna go to bed forever. Anyways, not much else can be said, so... Right? Anyways, stay safe, have a good night. And hiya, and I will see you all tomorrow.